Hello, and welcome to Michael's Minty Music. Today we're reviewing Billy Joel's final album, River of Dreams, released in 1993. It's very good, an amazing finale to his career, and just a great, almost perfect album overall. This is the track listing, and these are the tracks I added to my playlist, every track but one. And this album is really a perfect showcasing of Billy Joel's amazing. He's an amazing songwriter combined with a pretty thoughtful album layout. So pretty much every song on this album is good, and they're all still good. They've really, in my opinion, this album has aged really well. Um, they've probably aged the best out of Billy Joel's songs, like over his entire career. And the ones on this album are relatively timeless. And then in addition, this album is laid out in such a way that it starts with the more upbeat rock tracks, which gradually slow down until sort of the seventh track, Lullaby, which is the slowest on the album. And then the last three tracks move the album up into a more even speed for a good finale. So the energy of the album basically holds through the entire album while still getting sort of a slow moment, which is quite impressive. There's not a lot of albums that can do that. The only single of this album was the title track, The River of Dreams, which was also on the radio, I believe. It's the most well-known song off of this album for sure. So I think it was on the radio at the time. But my favorite song here, I probably got to go with Famous Last Words, the final track. It's super evocative. I mean, you really just can't not love it if you've heard it. It stands out a lot among the massive catalog of songs Billy Joel has. And it's really just a very humorous and really good last song for him to end on. Now, I ranked this album third out of all of Billy Joel's albums, just under his first really, his really big hit album, Piano Man, which is technically his second album, and my favorite Billy Joel album, Glass Houses. It's just, River of Dreams is just perfectly crafted, and all the songs are good too, so it beats out the majority of his previous albums, which I think was the intent. Um, the top three Billy Joel albums are basically all pretty much perfect. Every song on them is good. I think I just like I like Glass Houses the best. That's just my favorite album. And then Piano Man, I think, is just a little bit bigger. I think it has quite a little bit more songs. And River Dreams kind of, well, it's hard to compare perfection. They're both really good. I just think I like Piano Man a little bit more because it's a little bit more interesting. Additionally, this album takes my top spot from 1993, as there isn't really a lot of major competition here, on the at least not on the level of River of Dreams. Duran Duran's The Wedding album and Full Moon, Dirty Hearts both aren't outstanding. And Ten Summoners Tales by Sting is actually pretty good, but it's not really quite on the same level as a River of Dreams, which is just really, really perfect. Um, it, it's definitely presents some competition, but it really falls short in the end compared to River of Dreams, which is just perfect. Next up, in celebration of Christmas Eve, I will be reviewing Sting's 2009 Christmas album. It's called If on a Winter's Night. I think it's titled based on a collection of poems, and it's okay, but it's not outstanding. I haven't listened to a lot of Christmas albums in full because not a lot of artists actually do them compared, like they usually, some artists do them, but the artists I've listened to generally don't have Christmas albums. So yeah, I'm gonna review that, and as always, Merry Christmas and stay minty.